there was a pistol in the grass. It's a domestic model '64 pistol, but it's unloaded, and I was in the military, so I'm still pretty good with firearms. Seeing the pistol and not knowing what it meant, I pocketed it and hurried toward home with my son. Nearly home, a surprisingly large group of walkers appeared. My son and I immediately hid in the next house. After his eyes adjusted to the darkness of the room, he suddenly realized there was another person in the corner. Shoo! When the zombie left, this person came to my side, Lao Xian. Surprisingly, I recognize it. He opened his mouth and asked if I had anything to eat, so I wolfed down a can of braised pork I had on me.
Eat slowly.
After eating, Xian then told me what had happened in the past month, when there was a large-scale outbreak, the government lost its role, and the city was thrown into a panic, with people fleeing to the countryside. Arson. Robbery. Murder. People killing each other over food, water, vehicles, jewelry. The military was not spared, and as the number of infected personnel in the military increased, the military rapidly collapsed and was unable to quell the unrest in society. Xian was on his way out of town to his hometown in the countryside when he got separated from his family in search of food and had to wander around by himself, looking for food and water. I asked him what his plans were, and he said to keep himself alive first, so I gave him all the food I had left on me and told him to meet again tomorrow, still in this place, at this time, and decide what to do from there. My son didn't want me to leave Xian behind, and I told him that it was too complicated out there to take him home without a fight, and that we'd go home first to make sure it was safe before contacting him. I was relieved that there were no signs that the items set out in front of the house had been touched. Back home, my wife was very happy. She had already prepared a meal and was waiting for us, looking at my son and I with clean clothes and clean body envy. I told my wife about the situation outside today, and about Xian. The discussion meant that if there was no danger it would be better to let him join our family, and that there would be enough food to last for a while, even though there was an extra mouth to feed. After dinner, I took the machete I used to make to deal with the imaginary woodchipper-type machete, found it and added a long handle to it, while my son practiced the killing maneuvers that he had learned today from killing the walkers to realize the striking motion. I took the pistol out and broke it down and cleaned it, and gave my son a detailed description of its use and care. The next day, as promised, my son and I left the house. We searched the streets carefully, moving forward. Almost there.
Dad, there's someone behind us. A man with a pistol came at us. We turned to run, but two more men appeared in front of us. I quickly pulled my pistol out, even though it was unloaded. The other guy was shocked to see that I had a gun too.
The brothers don't want to hurt you. Hand over the food and water you have with you, and they will let you go immediately. Hearing the other person open his mouth just asking for something, my son turned to me.
Dad, just give them the food and let us go.
I also wanted to buy peace, but the other man's eyes stayed on my pistol, oozing greed. As they spoke, the three men approached us from three directions. Suddenly.
Ah!
Old Xian.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Xian coming to help, I immediately charged at the other two with my son. The two remaining men saw that the situation was bad and ran away. My son was going to go up after them, but I stopped him in a hurry. You can't take chances when you don't know what's going on. The robber who had his arm cut off by Hen had fainted from the pain, and Hen picked up his pistol. It was a Type 59 pistol, rarely seen, and likewise there were no bullets in the bullet country, so no wonder the robbers wanted my pistol.
I've got some bullets for a 54 in my bag that I picked up on a dead guy. I wonder if they'll work.
54 is 7.62 millimeters. 59 is 9 millimeters. It doesn't work.
Now that I have two pistols and dozens of rounds of ammo, but the ammo is not interchangeable, what should I do? It's a real pain in the ass. Suddenly, an idea flashed in his head.
Xian, pack your things and come home with me.
Very good.
On the way home, I took a discarded e-bike from a block of batteries. I dug up a piece of mudslide in the grass downstairs and wrapped it up and brought it home with me. Without further ado, I found a piece of thin wire, measured the length of the chamber of a Type 59, and cut a Type 54 bullet in half with a hacksaw. 54 bullet into 2 halves with a hacksaw. Another 1 cm diameter copper rod was found in the toolbox and one end was filed to a 9 mm diameter rounded end. The lumps of clay are mixed and kneaded and placed in a very strong iron box. Drill a number of small, 1 cm deep pits in the mud with a well-made copper bar. Light the stove and, using a small stainless steel bowl, remove from the electric car battery the dissolved lead. When the lead had melted, it was poured slowly into the clay, and, of course, beforehand I had broken the bowl with a pair of pliers and broke a small opening in it.